Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also unbox this awesome looking combo mic and a stand. This is called PD200X and it's done by a company called Maono. Now these guys are really to-go company when it comes to budget mics. If you want to use the mic for voiceover for your videos, or you want to go to podcast and more, they are going to bring you a really down-to-earth prices. That way you can use their mic. And I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. Make sure you click the notification icon, select all in order to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out ASAP. And don't forget to click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly with a little more detail every time. In here are all the components that are part of this box. It comes with this user manual, has a lot of things. It talks about how you will be able to connect it and more. It's all going to be inside of it, even the actual app that you can use. And on top of that, you have some QR codes in the back and some information that you need to learn about. There is another installation guide for the microphone arm, and it tells you exactly how you will be able to play with it, and all of the information has been just put together. Looks like a little brochure. Once you go to it, you will learn more about it. It also comes with a long wire, and one side is USB type A to USB type C, and this is how you will be able to use. But remember that the mic itself have two connections. So this is one of them. Now the stand itself do come with this little bottom part, which will be connecting to the table. We will be showing you how this is possible. And on top of that, this is where you're going to be able to put the table through. And then you're going to tie this part, so when you put the actual stand on this, how it will be stabilized. This stand itself looks like a regular 14 to 18 inches. So it's not really long. But again, it has a proper connection. This part will be the one that goes to the table, and this part is the one that the mic will be sitting on. So it's really cool that you can see that it has the top part, except that when you buy these stands, it does not come with this little piece, which really required for your mic stand to go on it. So this one is, because it is a combo deal, it comes with it. But once you open it, you can see that it does stretch up, and then you will be able to play with it. And also, I do not want to forget that there is a little part that you can make it so easily you can open it and close, or you can make it really hard so that way it just going to move around and you cannot really open it or close. This is a really cool thing. We will show in a couple of seconds how to connect this. And the big part is the mic itself. Now it's already been installed inside of this little shock absorbent little setup, which is really cool. And this is the part that will go to the actual stand, and you can make it so it goes up and down. That's really cool. Now you can see the shock absorbent part of it, how this has been set up. There's a little shock to it, and it looks like these are just done by a little rubber bands. Again, it's really cool. So when you're hooking it up and you want to move it, it doesn't move that much. But the mic itself is but the mic itself is also designed very well. I really like their name that has been written on it. And then this part is just a little cushion. Again, this is really cool that when you want to talk to it and you spit while you talk, this will really going to absorb it. And on top of that, when you have the S voice or the sh voice or the voice, like there's little voices that you will make while you talk, this will really absorb it so it doesn't really going to take over your wordings that you're going to use. But when you look in front of it, you have the mute button, and then you also have the volume button, which is really cool. So this way you will be able to play with it to get it louder or going to be able to hear things. So this do have the mic, the XLR connection, and also the USB type C. So this way, either or you're going to connect, you get your voice very nice and clear out of it. And you also have the little part for the LED to lit. Also, we're going to show you that. And then the headset. So this part will have a little LED, but that is for your headphones. So you can make it louder or a little bit down. So this way you can hear while you go into a live broadcast with this. So it's really cool the way that they have designed. You can see the more markings are in the bottom part of it, and also the shock itself have their name, but there is a sticker so that way you know the serial number just in case if you need it ever needed help, this is how you will be able to get some support. But I really like that design that they have done for this mic, and this is how it really looks. To connect this part, you just have to make sure the table is either on the side or on the back, and this is right straight in. And then you have a little knob that you have to keep rolling up till you get it nice and tight. And once that part is done, there you go. Now you're not going to be able to move it, and that's what we need. For the next part, we will be connecting the stand itself. So this part will go in, and you have to make sure that you position it in a way that you like. And then you have to make sure that it's tight, so this way it's not going to move that much. So you got to make it tight. You can see that. You can go more. And it's going to be really getting harder and harder for it to move. There you go. That's good enough. Now for this part, make sure that this is really tied down. You can make this to go up or down. So in this video, I'm just going to demonstrate in putting this down, and then we can go next. Grab your mic, and then the part has to be connected here. So you have to make sure that you roll it until it is nice and tight. And then you can make it to go a little bit so you can see all the lights, and then tie it down. And that way it stays stable. And basically this is how it looks. Now let's connect the wire. So now one thing I have to mention is when you're putting the wire, you have to go around your stand, and then it goes to your computer. So if you do have zip tie or you have Velcros, you can use it. Works perfectly. But I'm just gonna make it to go around. So basically the wire has been connected. I know that it's a little rough, but you can go around, and then this way you can go down. And then you can see that it goes down here. And I flip the wire from here, and then it goes to my computer. So now the mic is connected, and now we're going to add it to this computer. For that, I'm just going to capture it with my regular camera, so this way you can see exactly what I'm trying to do. So what I'm doing is I'm using OBS in order to get this installed. I'm going to select, and then on the top it says audio input capture. And for this part, we're just going to name it Maono, and we're just going to say okay. So you will get this little pop-up, and from this pop-up you have to drop down, and you can see the name. So we're going to select it, and then we're going to say okay. Now if you look, I have two mics set up, and there you go. Now Maono is the one that is enabled, and if you look above, right over here is the one that works. Now in order to download the software for your computer, this is what you need to do first. So you have to go to maono.com, which is right over here on the top. Just going to zoom in a little bit. And then you have to go to here, and it will tell you software. You have to click on it. Now here's a little part. There are a bunch of them. The one that we need is the first one, which is called Maono Link App. You have to click on download. Now to get here, you may get a pop-up. Now make sure that you make an account, which is right over here. You have to click on it, and then this is where you're going to be able to make an account. Once you make it, automatically it will take you inside. But once you go to software and you select the proper one, it gives you another pop-up. Now at the bottom of it, it says create an account. Click on that and put your email address that you used to create your original account with this website. And then it will just populate a little word for you. That's going to be your password that you have to enter, and then click on download, or it says to go next. Then it will present you this page. So with that, you have to scroll down, and the first one that will come up will tell you which version is going to be compatible with your mic that you have. So you have to remember your model number. So mine is right over here, PD200X. So the 2.4.0 is the one that will work for mine mic. So I'm going to select that. Now again, it doesn't really do anything much. You have to scroll down, and then in here you will see a bunch of mics, and one of them will be yours. So in order to see that, there's a little part that you can click, and this is the mic that I have right now on hand. So it is called PD200X USB, and it's an XLR microphone, which is USB and XLR are part of this. So the one that you need to download is information is in front of you. So if you want to get it for Android, yes, you can hook it up to your phone and process it too, but you have to understand that wire is connected to your device in order to make it work. So Windows and Mac is the one that I play with, so I'm going to go with Windows and download. Once the download is done, mine is right over here. So remember that it downloads it as a zip file, and it says zip. I know that the icon is WinRAR, but that's okay. Just double click on it. And once it opens, it's very big. And yes, I have it as evaluation copy. And here it is. So I'll just double click on this, and then it will take you in to install it. So let's just install in default place. And we're just going to wait for this. And here you go. It says to run the link. So we'll just click on it to load. This is the mic that I have connected right now, so I can select it. And this is how you will be able to get access to it. So let's just go and close the rest. This will give you more accessibility on. Now that's not the only thing. You can see that I just got disconnected. So you have to go back to it, make sure that all the connection are good, except that it will kick you out. So there's the colors that you can go around. Also, you can turn off the RPG, the actual color that is around it. It just turned off, and you can turn it on. So this way you can see it. And also you have the actual mic on how much gain you want. So you can take it lower or higher. I always leave it to the maximum. And then the rest, I'm taking care of it with my app, which is right over here. So this is what I use to make my videos or voiceovers. It's all set up. So I already shown you how I connected to this. But for the meantime, let's go over here so you can have your volume for your mic, or you can go to the monitor and more. So this is the headset that when you connect, how much voice you want it to come to the actual headset, and the rest is in the bottom. So you cannot really scroll up and down except the volume controls over here. So you can also make the tone to be natural, or you can make it original, or you can make it even deeper. So when I click on it, it just changes it to more deeper voice. I'm going to leave it on natural right now, or regular. You can also go to legacy. So it would sound different every time I am selecting these. I'm not sure exactly what you hear right now because I'm just recording it, and I'm just clicking into changing these one by one. So this way you know exactly how it sounds. But once it's done, you can also have a advanced option, which is going to go to the right side. So you have your mute button. I'm not sure what really happened. It just went to mute once I clicked on mute, and it totally got disconnected. So when you click, make sure that you don't get disconnected if you're using this app, except that the gain is there. The headphone, again, same thing. But again, now it shows you different equality, and this way you can get different sound, highs, there you go. All of them has been written right for you. So I'm just going to leave it the same. And then the limiter is over here too. So I'm just going to leave these alone. But this is how easy it is to process the app itself. There's a little option button that you can click. It will give you your firmware. And if there's any kind of update, you can process the update for the software right from here. So you do not have to go to their website and look for it. So easily you will be able to know what version you have and what device is connected with the serial number and more right over here. All right, so in this test, we will really position so we can see these colors changing when we are playing with these lights. So it should be very simple. It is off. You can see that it went off, and when we turn it on, it comes on. On top of that, how much of the light should be there? So you can see that you can dim it down, or you can make it to be very, very vibrant and light. And in the bottom right now, it is white. I can change it to red. I can change it to orange. You can see that I'm changing it. So I can go to green or yellow. Even you want to make it really blue, or you want to make it a little bit sky color. You can see that it changes perfectly for you. Or you want to just make it so it always rotates, and you can see this perfectly over here, that this is how easy it is to process it. That's not the only thing. You can go to, as an example, you want to make it this way, but you want to make it really dim because your lights are going to be dim. It is possible. Very easily you can process it. These are the best parts when it comes to playing with this type of mic. That's not the only thing. If you look on the top part of it, you have the gain. So you can use this to make it louder. Right now, everything is from this mic, so it's not from this. But again, this is where you're going to be able to play with it. And you are also going to play with the headphone. You want to totally turn it off so you have your headphones on or not. This is going to work. But when you are going to play video game, I am not really sure how this is going to bring the voice in for this. It should be able to work when you are playing video game. But again, this is how easy it is to bring your volume control for your mic is on the top, and you can just press this and it will change blue. That means this is the headphones, by the way, the blue. But once you change it to green, that means it's the mic. So this way you can make it louder, or you can make it to go less using the actual mic itself. So this is how easy it is to process using the actual app with your mic. All the links will be available at the bottom of the video, so you can order it from. Except that this was our take. I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xctex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places. And thank you.